Kids Who Code is a Bangalore-based NGO that helps kids like me learn how to code. We also get to interact with incredible people from different companies who are changing the world through technology. During the COVID pandemic, we did not have access to computers. However, using smartphones, we continue to learn about technology and develop new skills. We are really excited to share our learnings, interests, and stories with all of you. Please join us each week for a variety of topics. Hi, this is Simran back with my second podcast on chocolate. Hope you had a chance to listen to my first podcast. If you missed it, please do check it out. Today I have a special guest on the show. I'm delighted to introduce Krupali ma'am, who is a chocolatier. She has a brand named Whiskit. It is a Hyderabad-based enterprise founded in 2009 by Krupali ma'am's mother, Ms. Chandrika Karani. Back then it was called Crooks. In 2020, they renamed their enterprise to Whiskit. They are known for their handcrafted, flavorful, eggless chocolates that are perfect gift and a tasty treat. Many companies buy their chocolate gift boxes on special occasions. Thank you so much, Krupali ma'am, for taking the time to talk with me today. I'm super excited to learn from our conversation. Shall we start, ma'am?
Yes, please.
The first question. Ma'am, I'm curious. What got your mother into the chocolate business?
Um, so basically, this is passion turned to profession for her. My mother was always interested in cooking and trying new varieties of food and desserts. So this was just an idea she came up with, and she doesn't even have any professional training. She just started by watching YouTube videos and following these great chefs and everything. And yeah, so back then it was not a very known business as well. So when she started it small,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
we just did it from home. And my dad used to help her a lot because back then me and my younger sister, we were into sports, badminton. So we never used to be at home so much.
Yes, ma'am.
So she used to try all these new varieties for us, especially because obviously as kids, who doesn't love chocolates?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
my dad used to help her with the marketing, and my mom used to make all kinds of chocolates at home.
That's really great, ma'am, to just bring the. If you like something, you have to do it.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. Then the second question. Could you briefly walk us through the steps in chocolate making?
Sure. So, as you would know that chocolate actually comes from this cocoa trees. So they have these cocoa fruits which are harvested and then they're refined into cocoa beans. So after they're plucked and harvested and refined, they are then shipped off to these manufacturing factories for the cleaning and grinding process. And from them, they are imported and exported to the other parts of the country where they transform into different types of chocolate products. So basically, the main ingredient of chocolate is cocoa. And those chocolate slabs are made of cocoa, coconut oil, and the couverture.
So these are the main important things used in chocolate
This is
to make
yes.
the
So
chocolate.
this is where the basic chocolate is made out of, and after that, there are different processes that follow. Like you have tempering of chocolate, and so the tempering of chocolate is basically melting chocolate in a proper way, and you measure the temperature so that it doesn't change its color. It has its shine intact,
Yes.
and it doesn't taste bad, and you can break it easily, and it doesn't crumble in your hands. So the chocolate making at home also, we get these slabs or compounds, and then you melt them, and then you add flavor to them, and then you put them in different molds. That's how the chocolates are made.
Then the chocolates are ready to eat.
Yes.
That was really very informative, ma'am. I was not knowing about that. Thank you, ma'am.
That's nice.
The third question, what are some of your best selling chocolates and why are they your best sellers?
Um, our bestsellers would be the caramel toffee, the dates chocolate, and the walnut chocolate fudge. And of course, the soft center filling. So my mother makes around 20 plus more soft center filled chocolates. So they are basically strawberry, blackcurrant, lychee, kiwi, and all these. But basically, it's the walnut chocolate fudge, which is our bestseller and our specialty, which I can proudly say that not many people make in Hyderabad. And the other would be the caramel toffee and the dates chocolate.
Oh, that's nice, ma'am. I too prefer eating fruits and nuts chocolates. They are really tasty.
Yeah, tasty as well as healthy.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
these are our bestsellers.
Then, I have always been told chocolates are unhealthy. Are there healthy chocolates available in India and what makes them healthy?
Of course, chocolate is healthy, but only dark chocolate to say, because that is like the purest form of chocolate.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the dark chocolate is really nutritious. You nowadays in the market also you have like the 70% dark chocolate, 99% dark chocolate. So that is very healthy chocolate because it has a lot of health benefits also. It reduces heart diseases. It could improve your brain function, and it has it's a very powerful source of antioxidants. So it's very, very nutritious. Plus, chocolate added with nuts is any day good for health and tastes yummy as well.
Yes, ma'am. It was really good about knowing chocolates that there are healthy chocolates. Everyone says that are not healthy, and parents don't tell their children to not eat chocolates.
See, it's like they obviously have their cons to it because most of the time the chocolate is filled with sugar, but dark chocolate is sugar free as well. So that's why it's not that bad for your health. And for kids, especially, they can maybe just reduce the size, give them small amounts of chocolate filled with nuts instead of just giving them bars together.
Yes, ma'am. That
Yeah.
was really great to know about chocolate, that it is healthy, ma'am. The next, do handcrafted chocolates need special packing as compared to commercial chocolates?
So the main difference here would be that the commercial chocolates, they are made in huge quantities using machinery. And we have to like make each and every chocolate. So we prefer packing them also with a lot of care. So if you take us personally, we pack our chocolates with almost like three layered packing. So first we have a butter paper so that it doesn't change the taste of the chocolate, and then on top of that we have the foil packing, and on that we have one more layer of decorative paper. So compared to the commercial chocolates, because they have just one kind of packaging, and we have to depend more on the foil packaging.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, why do handcrafted chocolates need three-layer packing? Any reason?
Like we prefer doing that because of the butter paper, like I told you. So we add the butter paper for sure because so that it doesn't, even when the chocolate melts, the taste doesn't get dirty. Like if it's directly on the foil, then it might take the taste of the foil and it doesn't feel that great later.
Yes,
So for it to not melt and lose the taste, we prefer at least the two-layered packing. The third layer is just for the decoration because when we put it in boxes and stuff, when it goes for corporate gifting, it has to match the designing
yes,
of the
ma'am.
customers. Yeah.
The next, could you please share a special memory from your business?
Uh, yeah. Special memory. I think this would be our first Diwali, which was back in 2009. Because, as I said, Diwali is like a very, very special season for us and a very busy season. That's when most of the people prefer gifting and order as many chocolates as possible. So it was back in 2009 when my parents had actually started the business. And back then we didn't have a lot of resources in Hyderabad, so most of the resources had to be gotten from Bombay. So my dad was supposed to travel, and the very same day, my mother got an order of about 60 kgs of chocolates. So that is close to, like, she had to make 600 chocolates, 6,000 chocolates actually.
Yes, ma'am.
And she needed all hands on the deck, and it was just her and my dad. And my dad was supposed to leave. He was already halfway. He was almost reaching Sholapur, and my mom calls that we have a huge order. You have to come back, and he and he just cancels his journey, and he comes back. And then we actually went around asking for help, and our neighbors very sweetly, all of them had gathered and helped us with packing chocolates. As I told you, it needed three-layered packing, so you know how much time it takes in that.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
everybody volunteered, like all the kids and all our neighbors were so sweet enough. I had taken break, and then we all sat together and finished helping mom with the order. And it was like a lot of fun.
That was really good, ma'am. It's really good
Yeah,
to have a funny and a special memory when we start a business.
exactly. And that was like our first ever Diwali and our first big order, so it will always stay very special.
Yes, ma'am. Then, how do you market your chocolates?
Um, Marketing wise, so I think the biggest is the word of mouth. And right now, what helps a lot would be the WhatsApp business, marketing on the Instagram page, and having a website. So back in the day, we couldn't do that much. It was my dad who used to do the marketing, and he genuinely used to go to each and every company and do it. Like personally visit the managers of the companies and show them like make them taste chocolates, show them our boxes. So we used to do all of that back then because we weren't that big on digital marketing back in the day. But right now with the enhancement in technology, everything is being done online. So we depend a lot on WhatsApp business and basically the Instagram. And one more thing would be getting out to the event managers.
Yes.
So sometimes we could even cater our chocolates. So we get in touch with the event managers also.
So nowadays technology is helping very much.
Oh, it is. Everything depends on that now.
Yes, ma'am.
And especially with the COVID season going on, technology is being very helpful.
And that's really amazing to use technology for all these kinds of business and different things, ma'am.
It is. It makes work really easy.
Yes, ma'am. Has the Indian taste for chocolates changed over the years?
So it definitely has. So I think always as Indians, we have a very sweet tooth. So we like sweet things and all. But right now, I would say when it comes to these festivals or gifting, no, the when you see the sweets and all, that has decreased because of even the health benefits that chocolates has, as I mentioned before. Because when you go to the sweets, there is this ghee used and the oil and these artificial coloring and everything, which is not good for health.
Yes,
And comparative, when you compare it to chocolate, it's not a very healthy option. And now people are genuinely loving the dark chocolate plus because of its health benefits, they prefer it more. So over the years, we have seen how chocolate has actually, you know, the demand for chocolate has increased when compared to the sweets,
yes,
especially in the Diwali season. Like here, we still give dry fruits, but you always add chocolates with it instead of maybe yeah, son papdi and laddus are going to be like a forever thing. But somewhere India's taste has changed for chocolates. It definitely has.
yes, ma'am. Now people prefer chocolates more than sweets.
Exactly. And there's so many desserts made with chocolate and they're so healthy. Like you have the gluten free, you have sugar free, you have vegan chocolates. Like that's like the biggest thing right now. Everybody's turning vegan.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have so many better options, yummier options. So why not? Like it's always a good thing to be healthy.
In sweets, we don't get so many options.
In sweets, you have a lot of options, but they're not very healthy. They affect your health in a very bad way.
Yes.
So that is where the chocolate comes into picture.
So the last question of our conversation, ma'am. Any final words for our listeners?
Um, I would just like to say to all the young listeners listening to me right now, just listen to your heart, follow your dreams. My mother started this at the age of 45. She never thought she would be a big businesswoman after 10 years. So nothing is small, no idea is small. Just work hard for whatever you believe in, and things will always fall in place.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Simran. This is really great. It's so much fun talking to you.
What a wonderful conversation this has been. Thank you, Krupali ma'am, for sharing your journey and experience with our listeners. It has been a pleasure talking with and learning from you.
Thank you, Simran. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. I thank all the listeners for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the session. Please don't forget to tune in next week for another round of learning and fun from Simran at the Kids Who Code podcast.